Welcome everyone. We're going to talk today about why you, if you have not already moved out of your home country, should consider doing so right away. I have been living abroad for quite a number of years. I lived in Dubai for about the last 4 years. Previous to that, I lived in Europe. I lived in Costa Rica. I lived winters in Asia. I'm originally from Canada, so I've lived all over the place. So I talk about this idea that I call the Great Migration. What is the Great Migration about? The Great Migration is quite simply based on the reflection of why do you live where you live? And the answer is probably you were born there, you went to school there, you work there. One of those 3 reasons. That's probably why you live there. And frankly, if you just think like, okay, we have a limited amount of time on this earth, we, hopefully want to make the most of it, we should probably not go based on where our default place is. We should probably think, well, if I could live my ideal life, how would I live it? And you might not be able to do that today, but you should probably work towards it, right? You should probably say, okay, let me think about the ideal. Let me start planning in that direction. And for a lot of people, this means that where they would ideally choose to live is not where they're living now. So for those of you who don't know, there are a ton of countries now, like 50 plus countries, that have created digital nomad visas, which makes it way, way easier to go and live for a year or 2 in various different parts of the world. That can be done with much less bureaucracy, much quicker, etc. So you can try out different places, etc. But in addition to that, there are lots of pretty accessible residency programs for most of these areas for a large number of people. And the Great Migration thesis is that because this is the new norm, that people are going to relocate to places where their cost of living is lower and their quality of life is higher. It's very simple, right? No, it doesn't require really deep analysis. And of course, this process will take time. Gradually, people bit by bit will be more and more enabled in terms of where they can work, and they will gradually move accordingly. And I think that what a lot of people don't realize is if you were born in like Canada, the US, various parts of Western Europe, you were kind of instilled this idea that we're the best, we're great. And I think if you were to go back to the 70s, that would have been true. That is the thing. Maybe you can go to another country and you can get the quality of life that you're looking for on an income that is more within your reasonable level.